live, live from the Mushroom MMA studios in lovely Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for UFC 297. 2024, baby. It's going to be the year, I'm telling you. My sophomore year of doing this, I was a freshman last year. Probably should get rookie of the year, baby. Hell yeah. You know I profited last year. Didn't track it, but you see me on Twitter all the time posting my shit. So you know I've been profiting. This year, I'm tracking my bets. Not through a third party. I'm doing first party tracking. I got a fucking copybook and I got a bunch of shit written down in it. That's how I'm going to track it. In fact, let's do a recap of UFC Vegas 84. My track bets are as follows. I had Van by knockout. I got that at plus 180, baby. I had Marcus McGee by knockout at plus 250 on that play, baby. Then I had Semi the Jedi. That was a forced play. Should have never did it. I just wanted to try to get more plays last week. Discipline. Okay. And then Ferreira, KO. Plus 135 on that one, folks. Jim Miller, inside the distance at plus 130. And then I lost a plus 120 play on Ricky Simone. Third round / decision. I don't know what the fuck happened to Ricky Simone. I thought his last fight before that was going to be a one-off. Apparently not. Apparently this is a new fucking tradition that's costing me fucking money. No, baby. I know your fucking name, Ricky Simone. I got you, buddy. Ain't no fucking money going on you. Hell, I might even start fading you at this point. But I digress. This is a new week. Time to make money. It's weird to do, folks. I got 4 official bets on this card. I've yet to put my Degen Parlay away because I really want to put it together, because I really want to think about it. I'll put it out on Twitter for the fights. I may even put it on Twitter by tomorrow. But before I get started, folks, let me get to my chat. Glad to be back for a full card breakdown. Kristen, I know I seen you in here earlier. I know. Kristen, how you doing? Kiwi, Chur, my brother, Chur. William Hudson, oh man, let's fucking go. That's at the end of the show, Billy, but you'll learn. Just keep watching. Daz Files, Chur, bro. Chur to you as well, bro. Yeah, let's piss those bookies off, eh? Yeah, that's right. I think he said something earlier about Canada Fight Week. Let's piss those bookies off, eh? Love it. Justin Villegas puts the ill in Vegas. Russ press conference strict every time he talks sounds like a drunk trying to give a speech. Yeah. And my guy in here, I just saw at the bottom here. Here's my guy, Anthony W. Once again, thank you for the support, my friend. Justin Villegas puts the ill in Vegas. Anthony W. These guys have been here since the beginning. Thank you very much. I have to. The bell rang. If the bell rings, I gotta smoke a cigarette. But I can do 2 things at once, folks. I can smoke cigarettes and talk fights. Do it a lot. Malcolm Gordon versus Jimmy Flick. Let's start off on the Gordon side of the fight. Malcolm Gordon is 2-3 in his last 5. The guy's 33 years old. He's a jiu-jitsu guy, I guess. Decent striker. He does have some power in his hands. 3-inch reach advantage in this spot. He's got straight punches. He can also switch stances on your ass. Keeps a high guard. Doesn't help much because we know what he's about. I mean, he's an okay wrestler. He gets it at like a 30% clip. But his takedown defense is subpar. It's a big old whopping 9% takedown defense. That's less than 10, folks. It's less than 10. BJJ black belt, however, question mark, where the fuck did he get that at? But he's a decent grappler. He's decent in scrambles. He can get subs. I mean, he does have 6 of them. He has fought better UFC competition. And I do like his cardio now. Here come the fucking red flags on the fucking Gordon side. He's chinny. He's been knocked out 5 times. He's been finished in all of his losses. I don't like his fight IQ. Dude, Hadley KO'd this dude like within a minute. Jake Hadley, busted prospect, Jake Hadley. Jake Hadley, the guy who cried on DWCS, cried his way to the fucking UFC. Well, cry your way the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with your fucking busted ass. But I digress. And also, Malcolm Gordon could be a bit sloppy on the fucking ground as well. Hey, on the other side of this fight, though, you got Jimmy Flick. Suspect striker. Guy's kind of fucking pillow-fisted. Why would Gordon respect anything he's coming at him? Well, because Jimmy Flick can do a flying fucking triangle, I guess is why. It's not the best wrestler, though. I'm thinking he gets about like a 20% clip. He is the better grappler here. Obviously, he's dangerous on the ground. He hunts for subs. The guy has 14 fucking subs. He's no joke on the ground. But here come the fucking red flags on this one. He retired before. So I'm done with MMA. I'm done with the UFC. He's come back. And he's 0-2 since then. Oh, by the way, they're both knockouts. He's not the same guy since he's come back. Nope. Looked great on the regionals, and I mean, there was a lot of stuff that looked good about him, but yeah, he lost all that, and he's hittable. Listen, Charles Johnson knocked this dude out, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe Charles Johnson put him done it around. What the fuck is going on here, folks? God, he is fucking quitting him too. He will just show up on the ground now, and the ref is going to stop it because he's not going to fucking move. He's just going to fucking show up on the side, let you wail on him, and the ref's going to stop it. He's slow. He has low volume. I think at least Gordon's got fucking hands on his side as well. So I guess he would be more well-rounded in this situation. Hey, I like the Gordon side here, and I like Jimmy Flick to lose how he loses. He likes to lose by knockout. And I think my friend, Mr. Gordon, is going to accommodate that there. There you go. Gordon KO. That's my prediction for that fight. I don't have any money on that fight, folks. That's the curtain jerker start of the fucking night. Why start your night off on a fucking low note? Fuck that bullshit. But, and by the way, I had an untracked Van KO at plus 700 as well. Didn't release it on the show, which I would have because I would have helped out a lot. But moving on up the card. Well, let me see. I see a bunch of other people in my chat I want to say hi to real quick. And yeah. Yep, that's it. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that, Justin Villegas. Appreciate, like I said, you've been here since the beginning. Thank you. Yeah, brother. Yeah, man, thank you. Good to see you as well, my friend. Yeah. I hope so, my friend. I really hope so. Try to do this thing and put as much spare time as I have in my life. Which isn't that much, but every single bit of that goes towards this, baby. Thank you very much, Silky B. Appreciate it. Thank you. Sure, I said something to make people laugh out there. I try. The Black American Shannon Ross. Okay, I see what happened there. Is that right? Whoa, my man, Real Fight Picks. Oh, my guy, Daz. I'm sorry, Daz. What's up, my brother? Appreciate you. I think I said I don't want to miss you, that's all. Wow, 45% chance that he has better hands. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't like his striking at all. But I digress, and I move up the card. We got Jasmine Vicious versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Let's start on the Jasmine side. She's 3-2 in her last 5. She's 34 years old. She's a wrestler. She's an okay striker. She's got a free hit reach advantage in this spot. That means something. She comes forward. She's got good clinch work, good clinch knees. Decent wrestler. She'll get him at like a 37% clip, almost 2 a fight, something like that. She's good at scrambles when she gets you down. She can grind. She gets control time. She's got good ground and pound. Yeah, I think she's strong. She's big for the weight class. Decent cardio, durable. I like her chin. She's tough, man. Her orbital bone was broken against early in the fight, maybe even round one against Cortez. And listen, she still kept coming forward. She still kept walking in. Listen, I like that. She got a little bit of dog in her in that aspect. Grit. Priscilla Cachoeira. Everybody calls her catch and cheating, catch and beating. Yeah. She's a decent striker. She does have some fucking power in her hands. She got 7 KOs. She comes forward. She'll put us some pressure. I like her durability. But, man, she got a pretty suspect ground game. Her takedown defense is at a whopping 65%. Not the worst, but definitely not that good. And her sub defense is suspect, in my opinion. Plus, she's hittable. The level of competition. And I'll tell you what, I think I read a stat somewhere. She is 1-4 in fights where she's been taken down once. Well, I think I know Jasmine's plan. I think Jasmine's going to wrestle. I think she's going to try to take her down. And I think she's going to get a couple takedowns. I like Jazz in the spot. Priscilla's durable. I like Jazz. Prediction here, Jazz by decision, baby. Moving on up the card. Oh, my man. Chelsea Q, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. I know lucrative MMA's on at the moment. Hard to compete against a guy like that. He's got a lot of people that watch his YouTube stuff. But shout out to James. He's a beast. I think I will even have James as a guest on my show sometime this year. And I'm in talks with Brady, TFS by the numbers. I had a couple repeat people last year. I'll probably have Cody at least once. I've had him twice last year. I'll have him once. I'll see if I can get prop, a couple of usuals, but I'm also branching out and seeing as many more as I can get. Okay, so here's the difference between the UFC and MMA. So the UFC is like the NFL or the NBA or the MLB or the NHL. That's the top tier. The UFC is the top tier. It's about as pro as they come. And then there's just lower level. And there's some real low level MMA out there. So that's your lesson for today, Mr. Hudson. Thank you for stopping by. Real life friend of mine. Known him over 30 years. Great guy. Thank you for stopping by, William. I appreciate you as usual. Yeah. Johan Lioness versus Sam Patterson. Let's start off with the Lioness side. He's 3-2 in his last 5, 31 years old. He's a striker. He's a decent striker. He got power in his hands. He has like 6 knockouts, I think. Good overhand left. Real good overhand left. He wings bombs. He's dangerous early, especially. Yeah, man. He's strong. But, God, so many red flags on the Lioness side as well, man. Like, finished in both of his losses. His ground game is suspect at best. Man, he's slow. He can be low volume. He's 1-2 in the UFC. Something looks off with this dude lately. And he didn't do shit in his last fight. Darren Weeks pieced him up and beat him. In my opinion, I think Darren Weeks won that fight. Suspect cardio after round 1. I don't know, man. But on the other side of this fight, you got Sam Patterson, who's a decent striker. He's got some power in his hands. The guy's 27 years old. 2.5 or 2-inch reach advantage in the spot, something like that. He's got decent footwork. Big, strong. He put on a pace, some volume. He can wrestle. Good ground pound if he gets down on the ground. He's got pretty good chokes. He does standing chokes as well. Decent cardio. Hunts for subs. I think he has 5 of them. I think he's had problems with weights that are moving him up here. But God, is this dude hittable? Chin up in the air, shit like that. Don't like it, man. Suspect chin. He's been knocked out in both of his losses. He gets hit with overhands, and that's what Lioness does. He throws a good fucking overhand left. Those are the kind of punches that land on Sam Patterson. His hands are low in exchanges too, man. I don't like that shit. And he was knocked out pretty fucking viciously in his last fight. I think it happens again. I like the Lioness side here. I like Lioness by fucking knockout, baby. By knockout. So we got here. Vulcan. Ardik. What's up, Mushroom MMA? What's up, Vulcan? How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. When everybody's done here, leave some comments in the comment section. Thank you. Stefan Struve. Yeah, I know you're talking about these just. And their fucking chin's always there. I think Linus can fucking have them. It's got to happen early, I think, in my opinion. But I think it happens. It probably does happen early. Linus round one's probably something I'm looking to put a little sprinkle on or something. But moving on up the card, Julian Robertson versus Polyana Viana. Let's start off on the Robertson side. She's 3-2 in her last 5. She's 28 years old. She's a BJJ Schlick. Yeah, Schlick. The fuck is going on? My fucking a speech impediment today or something. Well, she's an okay striker. That's much I'll say about her striking. I mean, she's a decent wrestler. She gets up at like a 41% clip, about 2.5 a fight. She's a pretty good grappler. She hunts for subs. She does have 9 of them. She got good in ground and pound as well. She gets you down. And she's strong at 115. Her pace can wear you out sometimes. She does get a lot of control time. She probably fought the better competition. She's durable. But she can be hittable. She can also be low volume sometimes, in my opinion. Super takedown reliant. I think Polyana's got like a 40% takedown defense or something like that. But there's no times that she's stopping takedown. So let's go on the Polyana's side. She's 3-2 in her last 5. 31 years old. She's a decent striker. She doesn't power in her hands with a 2-inch reach advantage in the spot as well. Straight punches. They get there quicker. She can throw some volume. Decent strike defense herself, as a matter of fact. What was it going? Okay wrestler. She gets up at like a 33% clip. But when she gets her on the ground, she's a decent grappler. She's got a dangerous guard. She'll pull guard if she has to. She hunts for subs, and she has 8 of them. So, I mean, these girls can do some subs. But she's dangerous everywhere, by the way. She has a 100% finish rate. High-level BJJ on the ground as well. Which can cause her to play off her back, looking for arm bars, looking for this, looking for that. Her suspect takedown defense does worry me a tad in this fight. And she can get controlled on the ground. And Jillian can get controlled. But why the fuck is Julian Robinson -2 what the fuck ever? Why? Why is she? I don't know, baby. This is my first dog of the night. I'm all over. There you go, Viviana on the money line. Viana on the money line. Did I say Viviana? See, fuck it. It's going on tonight. Jesus. But yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell an enemy, tell everybody. Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. You're on the list. I don't know what I'm doing guests this year. Real fight picks. You're on the list. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, my friend. Anytime, my friend. Thank you. Fireside. Fire, baby. And then however you do side in emojis. I don't fucking know. But yeah, looks like a lot of people out there so far. Appreciate you. Just keep them coming, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. I can't be more thankful. But we're here to talk fights. Let's talk about Sergey Sidi against Ramon Tavares. This is a fight that happened before, and it was a shitty doctor stoppage. So now we got these two fucking dudes making their UFC debut, both from the fucking Contender Series. Let's start off on the Sadi side. Yeah, making his UFC debut, like I said, coming off the Dana White Contender Series. Decent striker. He's got power in his hands. I think he has 7 knockouts. Well, he has 6 because that wasn't really a knockout, but okay. On his record, it says 7 knockouts. He does have a decent jab. He'll come forward. Decent kicks. Decent 1-2. He's got some decent clinch work as well. I like that. Suspect leg kick defense. Suspect takedown defense. And that early doctor stoppage, man, I think that puts more pressure on this kid to win. I think he feels, like I think he has more to prove here. He has to prove it again. Tavares 4-1 in his last 5. Obviously, the 1 loss coming to CD in his last fight, making his UFC debut. Now, this guy was on Dana White Contender Series 2 times. But he's a decent striker. He does have some power in his hands. He's got fast hands. He's got a decent jab, decent counters, but also come forward. He'll put on some pressure. He can throw volume. He's aggressive. Decent takedown defense. Good get-up game in case you do get him down. His hands are low. He is hittable. He is kind of chinny because he gets hurt, gets wobbled, and both of his losses are by knockout. One of them technically not a knockout, but I guess it's a knockout. Okay, well, again, what am I going to do with this fight? The fights usually don't go the same way when they fight the second time. I mean, if anything, I would just take Tavares on the money line. I mean, that's what I would lean to. A prediction, definitely not a play, but yeah, very, very much think Tavares could win this fight. Like I said, there's more pressure on the other guy. Yep. Yeah, that's right. They are. Yep. Exactly right. Exactly right. Who do you want to fight? Who do you think you can beat? I think I can beat Jimmy Flick. All right, we're going to give you Jimmy Flick. That's how it is. Yep. I agree. I don't see how Tavares can't win this fight. Underdog money, I'll put him in some kind of bullshit parlay or something like that. Probably not going to have anything on that fight. However, on this fight, I do have a bet. Charles Jourdain versus Sean Woodson. Let's start off on the Jourdain side. 3-2 in his last 5. 28 years old. He's a striker. He's a good striker. He's got fucking power in his fucking hands. Fast hands. Tricky spinning stuff. Body work. The guy can fucking brawl. He'll come forward. Oh, and he does flying knees. Good leg kicks. Switches stances. I mean, he picks his shots now, too. Plus, he can wrestle. He can fucking grapple. He's got a decent sub game. He's got a good get-up game if you take him down. More prone UFC experience in the spot. He's fought better competition. Durable, good cardio, good chin. He checks a lot of boxes. And God almighty, round 3 fucking Jourdain is a fucking mythical fucking creature. Can start slow, but he gets better as the fight goes on, and he really does. And he does have a suspect takedown defense of about 45%. But on the other side of this fight, you got Sean Woodson. 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's 31 years old. He's a freestyle guy. He's a okay striker. He has a 9-inch reach advantage in the spot. Plus, he's taller. He's a lot longer and lankier. He's got 5-inch height. Decent kickboxer. He's okay at range. I see people say that he's good at range. I think he's okay at range. He's a decent wrestler on paper. He gets him an 80% clip. It's like what a fight. He can grapple. And if you try to take him down, he does have like an 84% takedown defense. But God, man, he's hittable. He gets wobbled. I've seen him get knocked down. Suspect chin. You could put this guy on his back foot. And when he's against the cage, man, I don't know how a lot of his opponents don't see this. His fucking body is wide open. I think Jourdain could cook his fucking body, man. And his level of competition's like, wasn't that like bazooka dude or something was piecing him up. He got dropped by Saldana. Like, yeah, there's a lot of red flags on showing what's inside. Well, folks, we're already at my first official bet of the evening. There it is, baby. Charles Jourdain by finish inside the motherfucking distance. He's going to be all pumped up in front of that Canadian crowd. They're going to be cheering him on. It's going to hurt him, and he's going to go for the kill. First official bet of the night. Charles Jourdain inside the distance. I'm getting that at a plus 160, folks. Nice little chunk. There's another bet I have on this card. Brad Katona versus Garrett Armfield. Brad Katona, 5-0 in his last 5, 32 years old. He's an MMA dude. Good kickboxing, decent striking. He's got some power in his hands. He'll throw some fucking volume. Decent low kicks. He's got good footwork. I mean, he can wrestle. He only gets him in like a 20% clip about one fight, but he can. He gets something. But if you're on the ground, he can grapple. He gets control time. He wins minutes. He's got good cardio. And he gets better as the fight goes on, too, kind of like Charles Jourdain. Good fight IQ. I think he's fought good competition, more pro experience, 2-time Ultimate Fighter winner. I think he subbed Bryce Mitchell there. He beat Kyler Phillips. He's had some decent wins. His losses ain't bad. I think he lost to Marab Davalishvili and Hunter Azure or something like that. I think, really not bad losses. And I like Brad Katona's durability. I really do. Now, on the other side of this fight, you got Garrett Armfield, 4-1 in his last 5. He's a freestyle guy. Okay striker. He's got power in his hands. He's 5-inch reach advantage in the spot. He'll switch stances on you. He's got fast hands, decent leg kicks, pressure, decent in the pocket. He's dangerous early, in my opinion. He's got, 8 out of 9 of his finishes are within under a round and a half. So 75% takedown defense. He struggles off his back if you get him down, though. He's been subbed in 2 or 3 of his losses. Yeah, I'd say his ground game's kind of suspect. He is durable, but he's KO early or bust, in my opinion. Fades as the fight goes on. Suspect cardio late. He can also be low volume as the more tired he gets. Yeah, he's going to pay for that. He's going to pay for that here. A lot of people looking for that decision. No, sir. No, sir. I like Katona, baby. Inside the motherfucking distance. Official pick. Number 2, that's an official bet. I'll be tracking these. Jourdain by finish so far, plus 160. Katona by finish, plus 295, baby. Give me one of the guys who's going to get tired. And he's not going to get tired. Give me that shit all day. Late rounds. Some of the guys used to get out of there in his fucking, finishes under a round and a half. Nah. He himself will be finished, and we're going to make plus 295. Almost 3 times the money, folks. Great pick. I love it. Moving on up the card. Oh, what? Oh, not to see. Yeah, the Canada parlay. Yo, that's my man, Papa Chuck. Great to catch. Hey, I'm glad you can catch me live, man. Thank you very much. You're a great guy, Papa Chuck. Hey, you need a piece of jewelry? You need something for the wife? Something for your mom? Something for the anniversary? This guy, Papa Chuck, makes jewelry. Find him on Twitter. Hit him up. I'm sure he can help you out. He can show you some samples. The guy does great work. Anything you need, come check out Papa Chuck. Thank you for stopping by, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Vulcan. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, look, they could both win by decision. Because even if the guy gets tired and he doesn't finish him, he's just going to be able to manhandle and do what he needs to do. So yeah, absolutely. I believe decisions are quite a possibility as well. I don't think, I don't think he's finishing now. So yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. There you go, my man Daz saying hi to Papa Chuck. Everybody knows everybody. Oh, well, we're at that fight now. Excuse you. Masvar Evloev versus Arnold Allen. Let's start off on the Allen side. 4-1 in his last 5. He's 29 years old. The guy's a striker. He's got good boxing. He's got power in his fucking hands. He's got seven knockouts or something like that. Fast hands. He'll come forward. And he's even good off his back foot. Man. And here's a key element to this fight. He's got good side-to-side, lateral, whatever you want to call it, movement. It's important here because most of Evloev's opponents, they're more in and out. And, that opens them up. It opens them up for fucking double legs, shit like that. It really opens them up. I think Allen's going to be harder to catch than most of the opponents that Evloev's already had. Plus, look, if he gets on the ground, he can wrestle. Hell, he could even take him down. He's got a 50% takedown accuracy. He gets about one for fight. Good grappler, good in scrambles, good in transitions. Got a good takedown defense of his own, like 76%. And he's got a good get-up game, too. More UFC experience. He's got 11 UFC fights, and he's 10-1. And that one loss comes to Max Holloway. All right, shocker, folks. The guy lost to Max Holloway because Max Holloway's pieced him the fuck up. Now, I don't know if Max Holloway goes out and pieces a lot of people up and throws a lot of volume and shit like that and wins a lot of fights that way. Oh, wait, I do know that. He does do that. It's going to happen. You're going to fight a fucking guy. He's going to do what he does, and that's what the fuck Max Holloway does. But he's fought a lot of other guys in the UFC and has not got an L next to his name. But we go to the other side of this fight. You got Masvar Evloev, 5-0 in his last 5. Freestyle fighter, 29 years old. Decent striker. I mean, he's got a good jab. He comes forward. But, he strikes at the takedowns. But he's okay at range as well. He can throw some volume. 2.5-inch reach advantage in the spot. And like I said, he's pretty good at range. But he's a wrestler. That's what he wants to do. 50%. I think he has 33 takedowns in 7 fights. 50% takedown accuracy. Gets him in a pretty decent clip. 1 out of 2. 5 per fight, though. That means guys are getting up on him. That means he's unable to completely just hold these guys on the ground. Now, he does get some control time. Don't get me wrong. Even though guys get up, he still gets control time because he's doing so many of these fucking takedowns. He does have good ground and pound. He's a good grappler when it's down there. He has decent takedown defense of his own, like 71-something%. He's durable, but man, this is a step up here. Lopes was catching this dude on the feet. I think Allen could catch him on the feet too. And didn't this dude about 8 months ago or 9 months ago, just have an ACL injury at the hands of Lopes? What was that, May 2023. Is it too soon? He's going to have to do a lot of stuff. He's going to have to do a lot of stuff with that fucking, with that leg. I don't know, man. Something's telling me. Something's just telling me, man. I don't know how, but I honestly think he can even win a decision. I like Arnold Allen in this spot. I really like it. I think this is a little bit of a step down here, and I think it's a step up for Masvar. That's it. No big deal. I'm not doing that as an official bet, but it will be in a parlay of some kind, maybe some kind of sprinkle on something. But moving on up the card, yeah. Yup. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. I agree with that, Fires. That's a great point. Chris Curtis versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Start off on the Chris Curtis side. 2-1 in his last 5, 36 years old. He's a decent striker. He's got power in his hands. Good boxing. 1.5 inch advantage in the spot, and man, I like his body work. I really like his body work. Like his counters. He's a good counter puncher as well. Sets traps right into his fucking power. Strikes are accurate, too. He'll also come forward, he'll put some pressure on you. Good cardio. 92% takedown defense. Now, he's against a guy who I think has 8 takedowns in 11 fights or something like that. Yeah, not super heavy on the takedowns on the opposition here. More pro experience. I think he's fought the better competition. I get it. He starts slow. He does start slow. Again, he can build as the fight goes. Carries his power through the whole fight. He'll carry his power all 3 rounds. That's one thing he definitely has. I know he's small for the division. And he can be low volume because he wants to counter strike. I get all that. All right, I understand it. Marc-Andre Barrios, 3-2 in his last 5. He's a striker. He's a decent kickboxer. He's got some power in his hands. Comes forward, he'll throw out some volume, pace, some pressure. He'll try to break you. That's his game. Try to break you late. He's got decent cardio. Now, he's a suspect wrestler. He does have pretty decent, I'll say, at 67% takedown defense. This guy hardly goes for takedowns. I think, like I said, I think he has 8 takedown attempts. I don't know if they're actually takedowns in 11 fights. And he's got a suspect level of competition, in my opinion. Now, like I said, he tries to break you. So good cardio, so he tries to break you. But the thing is, he can be broken if you have good cardio. I mean, yeah, that's, finished his last 2 losses. Is his durability thing? It's possible. Oh, I'm thinking he's getting finished here, too. This is another official Mushroom MMA pick, and that or bet official going to be tracked. Curtis by knockout, baby. I'm getting that at plus 265. Yes, Ram Dog. Those are the kind of sprinkles I'm talking about. I like that. I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. But yes, I appreciate you. Ram Dog, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. Yeah, it does. That could be the way to go. He could catch he could catch Evloev too. He really could. I get it. I went back and forth on that fight. Ended up on the Allen side though. Take a little shot on the dog. Nothing official. That's just who I like. Ram Dog, my man. Like I said, appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Smash that like. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Tell a family member. Tell an enemy. Tell every fucking body. All right. Well, Jerk is. No, that's my other one. Okay, Neil Magny. That's where we're at. Neil Magny versus Mike Malott. Neil Magny, 2-3 in his last 5, 36 years old. He's an MMA guy, decent striker. He's got some power in his hands with a 7-inch reach advantage in his spot. Some volume, pace, good cage work, good cage knees. He can wrestle. He got something like a 40% clip. Just over to a fight. He can grapple. He's got good cardio. He's at elevation fight team. I like that. Fought better competition. 31 UFC fights. I think he's 21-10. Stays active. Way more pro UFC experience, like I said. Decent chin. Another spot where this is a step down for Neil Magny. It really is. All right. All right. His durability suspect. I get that. Especially his fucking sub defense. Really bad. I think he's been sub, 6 times in the UFC, or at least 5 in the UFC, and once in the regionals. And he's fading slowly. Yeah. But on the other side of this fight, you got Mike Malott, decent striker. He's got power in his hands, decent kicks, pressure, good leg kicks. He's improving all the time. He can wrestle. He's getting submitted a 55% clip or something like that. He gets like 2.5 minutes a fight. Good grappler. He hunts for subs. I think he has like 6 of them. He's got decent attacks on his subs too. But this is a step up here. This is another step up here. Mike Malott, I get he's Canadian, so I guess if it goes to the decision, it might be a little hard to squeak out a decision. He's got a suspect level of competition. He's hittable. Mickey Cole was piecing his dude up, man. He got knocked out by Not So Mean Hakeem. Listen, Mike Malot's probably the side. But man, there's just something telling me that Neil Magny could win this fight. This is a show me spot. Since when are the Canadians all of a sudden these great fucking UFC fighters? You got an awful lot of Canadians on this card. You mean to tell me all these Canadians are that fucking good? Well, Mike Malott, you're going to have to prove it to me. I think you win. You probably, I know your striking's improving. I know you got a new boxing coach or something, so you could knock Neil Magny out. It's not how a lot of people do it, though. A lot of people sub Neil Magny. And, of course, Mike Malott's dangerous on the fucking ground. Mike Malott inside the distance is probably in play. But I'll tell you what I got written down in my notes. I got Neil Magny on the money line written down on my notes. Aging, slowing. I get it. But the level of competition just speaks volumes to me. It's definitely something. Look, it's a show me spot for Mike Malott. Probably never fade the guy again. But if you're going to give me a gatekeeper who has, the resume and just, I just think there's something about the Magny side here. Not putting a lot on it. If I get to it as an official bet, I'll let you know. Definitely not an official bet as of yet. But moving on up the card, we have Raquel Pennington versus Mayra Bueno Silva. According to Flick Fight of the Year, I just saw somebody say in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, oh yeah, striking coach. Yup. Yeah, absolutely. You can do it both ways at this point, I think. Not Magny, huh? We'll see. Again, nothing official. But this is what I came down to, doing my research. Show me, Mike Malott. Show me. Yeah, in Canada, you would can't love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for a pay-per-view, I don't think it's that great of a card, to be honest with you. Part of the year. Yeah, maybe this year because the year just fucking started for now. But I digress. Raquel Pennington, let's start off with her 5-0 in her last 5. 35 years old, though. Freestyle, decent striker. She's got pressure. She comes forward, decent kicks, decent clinch work. Okay wrestler. She was only getting them at like a 27% clip. She got decent jiu-jitsu once she gets you on the ground. Like her ground game. Grinder. She can grapple. She wins minutes. More pro and UFC experience. She's fought decent competition. She's durable. She's got good cardio. She's kind of slow. She can get stuck on the cage. She can get controlled on the ground. Huge red flag. This bitch just had a baby like 8 months ago. I've never been a newborn mother. So, but I'm pretty sure, because I'm not stupid, pretty sure when the baby's born, you spend a lot of time with the baby. Probably less time at the gym. Probably less time worried about MMA when you're worried about being an MOM. You like that one? Yeah, thought you would. Now, the other side of this fight, not MOM, but MBS. Myra Bueno Silva. 3-1-1 in her last 5. She's a striker. She's 32 years old. She's a decent striker with power in her hands. She comes forward. She's got good kicks, good cage work, good in the clinch. I like her teeth kicks. Man, is this chick fucking aggressive too, man. Wins moments, puts on the pressure. She's improving. She's definitely improving every time we see her. She got a 50% takedown accuracy. I try to take her down. She's at 68%. Not the best, definitely not the worst. And she is fucking dangerous. Dangerous off her back. She'll pull guard. She's dangerous. You don't want to be in that guard. It's dangerous. Durable, never finished. Oh, and also when you're on the ground with her, you know why she's dangerous? She hunts for subs. She hunts for them, actively hunting for subs. She has 7 of them. She even has like ninja chokes against the cage. I guess that's just the way it goes, folks. MBS by SUB. Fucking right, brother. Wow, folks. Kick ass, baby, going through it. Yeah, gonna be a good fight at the least. Yup. And the main. Absolutely. Speaking of the main event, we're here, folks. Smoke a little bit of pot in the meantime. We'll get to the main event. Let's slow the show down a little bit. 47 minutes, 23 seconds into it. Hey, I cough when I smoke marijuana sometimes. I don't do the mute button. I don't do all that big shit. If you cough, you cough. These things fucking happen. Smoke as many cigarettes as I do. Smoke as much weed as I've done in my life. And see if you don't cough at least a little bit. But I digress. Yeah, folks, I appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm not crazy about this card. I'm trying to pick my spots wisely. I did my due diligence. I do my research. But I'm telling you, I forced Semmelsberger last week. I forced that play. I liked it. It's what I thought would happen, but I shouldn't have bet on it. And Ricky Simone, everybody and their mother was on Ricky Simone, so I don't want to hear a fucking word about my fucking Ricky Simone pick last week. Because not only did I get an L on that play, but a lot of other motherfuckers got an L on that play. Yeah, folks, 2024 is going to be a good year. Not the blimp, but a good year. And that's for sure. Yo. That Philly show. Yes, sir. Oof. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people picked Ricky. Ricky let us down. Yeah, he sure did. Well, folks, we're almost there with the main event of the evening. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes. So I'm not doing as many parlays as I was. I used to be a guy that make hardly any single bets and play all parlays. Hey, it paid off. You know, Daz and them and these people in there, they can tell you. Last year, I had parties that paid off and left and fucking right. I was filling my carpet up with that shit. And For years before I started doing this, I was filling my car with those fuckers. And there's always that fucking one. So I had 4 fucking parlays this weekend. Ricky Simone on the money line is the only one that lost, or like a 7-legger I had, all money line. Ricky Simone's the only one that lost. And then on the other 3, I had that fucking Tom Nolan. Boop, boop, boop. Later on, crumbled them up and threw them in the trash. Yep. Yeah, that's a good call. That was a great call on Moda. I've seen 1 or 2 people on it. Fireside, that's a sharp play. I mean, in my breakdown, I did say you got to watch out. Like, Moda hits hard. He hits hard. If he connects, he's probably going to knock the kid out. You can go back and look at my breakdown for that fight. I said it could happen. I didn't think it would, but I said it could. Wow. Yeah. Well, Fireside, I wish I would have took your advice on that one. I'd have had a decent sweep. Everything else on those parlays with Nolan, that would have all hit. Everything would have fucking hit on the Nolan parlays. And the one parlay I had fucking no Nolan, I fucking exposed to Ricky Simone. That bitch. Cock fucking suckers. All right, let's do joke time real quick, and then we're going to get to. All right, so there's a guy. He moves into a house. He's been there a couple months, kind of keeps to himself. So one day he's out in his driveway and he's, raking some leaves or whatever. And his neighbor next door sees him and approaches him and says, "Hey, I know you moved in here, a couple months ago, but I don't really see you around much." He said, "Well, I'm kind of shy. I kind of like to stick to myself. It's hard for me to meet new people and everything like that." So the neighbor says, "Listen, I'm having a party tonight." He says, "Why don't you come over to the party?" Guy says, that's a pretty good idea. If I go to the party, I can meet some people, and that's probably not a bad idea. So the neighbor says, "Well, listen, I got to be honest with you. There's going to be some drinking going on at this party." And the guy says, "Oh man, drinking? Yeah, it'll loosen me up a little bit. I'll be able to talk to people more, things like that. Yeah, sounds good." The neighbor says, "Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There's going to be some fighting going on at this party too." Guy says, "Oh, I know. Well, you know what? You drink, you have a couple fights, you're friends the next day, so, all right. Yeah, it sounds good. I'll come." And the guy says, "Well, listen, I got to be honest with you. There's probably going to be some fucking going on at this party too." The guy says, "Oh man, this is great. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a great time, especially now with the fucking." He says, "I'll tell you what, I'll bring some food. How much should I bring?" And the neighbor says, "Well, not much. It's just going to be the 2 of us." If you paid attention to that joke, that's a good joke. It's dirty, it's filthy, but it's a good joke. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Lou Butch's advice is round 3 because it pays more. That's great advice. That's fucking great advice. Well, appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Daz. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. All right, folks, we made it. We're at the main event of the evening. Sean Strickland versus Dricus du Plessis. Let's start off with the Strickland side. The guy's the champ, right? 3-2 in his last 5, 32 years old. He's a striker. He's a good striker. He's got some power in his hands. He has to throw a lot of volume to knock you out there. He's not like a one-shot knockout dude. But he comes forward. Relentlessly comes forward. Puts on a pace. Put on pressure. Throws volume. He's technical. His fucking strikes are accurate. He's got a really good jab. Good teeth kicks. Man, he loves to walk you down. He also has good strike defense with between the parrying, and the fucking Philly shell. Good cardio, more pro experience. And I think his strike defense is like 65% or something like that too, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guy has fought better competition. He can wrestle. He does have it in his back pocket. Rarely fucking uses it. He can grapple, and he does have a pretty good, on paper, 84%, but I don't like the way a boost kind of just took them and kind of just tripped them and got them on the ground. I kind of didn't like that. Yeah, I mean, he can be reckless though, man. Strickland can be fucking reckless, man. Sometimes his chin's in a bad spot. He can be a little hittable, even though he has decent strike defense. Strikes do get through. Especially when he's backing up. And his boxing stance. There's some things I like a lot about Sean Strickland, but there's a couple things I don't. Now Dricus du Plessis on the other side of this fight, 5-0 in his last 5. This guy finds a fucking way to win, man. It's dangerous too. 29 years old. He's an MMA guy, decent striker. The guy has power in his hands, in both fucking hands. He's throwing with bad intent, man. He wants to fucking hurt you. And he throws his bad intent in combination, not just one vicious punch. He's got long, freaky fucking arms, man. God, he comes forward. He switches stances, volume, pressure, good leg kicks. He's strong. He can wrestle. He's got like a 50% takedown accuracy, like 3 a fight. He can grapple. He can get subs. He has fucking 10 of them. Look, I don't care what people say about his cardio. I like it. I mean, he pushes through that shit. Kind of resets himself. He'll go in, throw a flurry, back up for a second. Now, this might be where Strickland gets him when he's trying to back up and reset. Or Strickland might be afraid of some of the power that's coming at him. Look, Dricus is dangerous everywhere. 19 of 20 wins are inside the distance. I think he has more paths to victory. He's got a good fucking choke game. Pretty good on the ground. More paths to victory, in my opinion. Like I said, look, he's been finished in both of his losses. He's kind of sloppy sometimes. I have seen him get hit. But I ended up on the Dricus side, and this is an official bet for the Mushroom MMA channel. See that? Dricus du Plessis under, and so du Plessis to win the fight and under 3.5. It could go to decision. He could probably win if he put some damage on Strickland. Sean Strickland already hit his peak. I don't think he ever expected it. He got a chance to be the fucking champ, and he fucking took it, and he fucking won. He broke Izzy, but I don't know that Izzy wasn't broken already, because as soon as that fight was over, all of a sudden Izzy's going to take this fucking hiatus. This shit was in his head already. I think Izzy might have been mentally checked out for that fight. I think Strickland got him at the right time. I think if Strickland fights him 2 years ago, probably the same result with Pereira, a very good kickboxer as well. Izzy's a good kickboxer, power in his hands. He probably would have caught Strickland 2 years ago. Again, I think Izzy kind of checked out. I think he was already, no matter. I think he had in his head, if he lost that fight, he was already done. And I think just already having that in his head, I think he was done going into that fight. But who knows? That dude's a weirdo. Listen, that dude's a fucking weirdo. You can get inside his fucking head. Yeah, Anthony's right. It was a tough one to call. I went back and forth on that one. Wow. Yep. There you go. You like it. Oh, wow. There you go. That'll help. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're right. They know. They took all them people that were like, oh, fuck, I'm getting Izzy from the money line he was at, the fucking plus 100. Hammer that shit. Yeah, and then he got fucking hammered. Well, folks, it's been fun. My official bets are as follows. Charles Jourdain, inside the distance at plus 160. Brian Katona, inside the distance at plus 295. Chris Curtis, knockout specific, plus 265. He's going to roast his body. I'm telling you, he's going to roast his fucking body. So take out a lot of that gas that he likes to use to gas people out. That gas is going to be gone. And Chris Curtis ain't going away. Chris Curtis got a good gas tank. Chris Curtis by knockout at plus 265, baby. Drunkus Duplessis and under 3.5. I could change that to just Drunkus inside the distance. So give me another. It'll give me another round and a half. It'll be at about plus 125 or something instead of 165. I'm still considering doing that. But I do like the early. I like it early. I don't mind. I don't mind the under 3.5 at plus 165. You know, for 40 cents, I could get the other round and a half for the finish, though. Didn't get a parlay together because I didn't want to rush anything. I literally was still writing the show tonight. Slapped off the last couple days. Sick last week, so I was actually feeling good. I was enjoying some television, smoking some good old marijuana on the fucking couch, and smoking that Gorilla Glue. And then I was glued to the couch. My eyes were glued to the TV. And I had to write everything up today and get all my notes together and blah, blah, blah. Something I usually do over a 3 or 4 day period. I did it all today. So, folks, didn't want to rush anything with my DJ Parlay. However, you all follow me on Twitter. I can always throw something else on YouTube. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have a DJ Parlay. I will have one. Hell, I don't know what the fuck it pays. But if you take Jourdain by finish, Katona by finish, and Chris Curtis by knockout, that's a fucking DJ Parlay right there that'll fucking pay something. So, yes, I do appreciate everybody who's stopping by. Got a couple late stragglers here. I just see my man. Okay, yeah, and violence. Yeah, you know what's up, Killer Brew. Oh, man, thank you, Kiwi. Yeah, Anthony W. Yeah, thank you, appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Anthony W. I like that. Yep. Here's the thing, too. When Strickland's backing up, Duplessis is doing something I wish more fighters would do. He's throwing that third, fourth, and fifth shot. I think he catches him, man. I think he fucking catches him. And if he knocks him down, he could something to do. That's why I'm playing him inside the distance. Man, I might definitely change that under 3.5 inside the distance at plus 125. I still like it. I think he finishes Strickland. And no. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Daz. Appreciate you. MMA line mover. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Kristen does these cool-ass hockey bets. I don't fuck with hockey, so I would give stuff out. And I'm going to say, if you want to give somebody a follow, give somebody a great chance, somebody who works really hard at this stuff, it's Kristen. She's on Twitter. You can easily find her. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's go over the chat one more time. Thank you, man. Thank you. Good luck to you, my friend. All right, Vulcan, thank you very much. So I got Vulcan. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. MMA line mover. Again, my friend, thank you for stopping by. Kristen, thank you for all your support. And keep killing that hockey out there. And we got my man, Daz. Daz, been with me since the beginning. I appreciate you. Anthony W, been with me since the beginning. Kiwi, I keep saying Killer Bro. My eyes were that bad. It's Kiwi Bro. I was ready to say Killer Bro again. And violence. Yeah, I love it, baby. Let's see who else we got here. Fireside, thank you, my friend. Vulcan, I got you again, right, buddy? Thank you. Rem Dog, thank you. Papa Chuck, thank you. Bill Hudson, thank you. Justin Q, Justin Villegas, thank you all very much. Well, I guess there's my man, Real Fight Picks. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'm definitely going to have some people on my show. Real Fight Picks are right up there. Everybody do me a favor, smash the like. Everybody tell a friend or family member. Let's get these subscriptions up. Everybody else do me a favor and win a bunch of fucking money on my fucking bets this weekend. How about that? I love it, baby. Listen, I guess at this point, there's nothing left to say, but let's fucking go! Oh, and violence. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.